How is your relationship with food? I'm going to be honest with you. I am constantly thinking about what I eat. I thought that it was because I've been on television for 25 years, and not only have I heard it from bosses, but I have heard it from the audience. If I gain a little bit too much weight, I hear, "Are you pregnant?" Even though there's no way. When I lose too much, I hear, "Oh, now you look amazing," because the camera adds 10 pounds. And after turning 40, I have decided that I am eating well. I am eating right for health reasons, and I'm exercising more for my mental health. But I have to keep it real with you. In here, I'm constantly thinking about what I eat, what I'm gonna eat next, and when can I have exactly what I love. Do you hear me? Do you understand what I'm talking about? So I thought this was because I was on TV, but I spoke to a friend of mine who's a dentist, and she says, "Oh my gosh, it's such hard work." Because I wake up in the morning thinking, okay, if I have 2 eggs now with an English muffin, then at noon, what should I have? Well, I should pack my green smoothie so that I don't go out and eat fast food. And then she's thinking about what she's gonna cook for her family for dinner and how she's gonna balance all that with what she had for breakfast, lunch, and snacking. Snacking is a killer for me. This is kind of like what a day in my life looks like in terms of food. First thing in the morning, I have the same thing at Dunkin' Donuts every day. A medium iced coffee with cream and 2 Splendas.
Okay, anything else?
And 1 egg and cheese wrap.
1 egg and cheese wrap, okay.
I think I've been eating this for almost 15 years every morning. My trainer said it's about 100 calories and it sustains me. Do I get bored from it? No, I'm a creature of habit. I don't get tired of it. It's solved first thing in the morning, fantastic. But when I get to my location, there's always temptation. You see me right there staring at the donuts? Oh yeah. Inside my head, I'm like, okay, if I have half a donut, because I won't even allow myself to have the entire thing. If I have half a donut, maybe tonight I won't be able to have dessert, or what is it that we're having for dinner, so that I can figure out how much carbs I'm having. What I'll do is that I'll have the stir fry with no rice. But I think this is the secret. I keep things in my purse that are healthy to combat that noise in my head. So around 10 o'clock, I eat one of these. This is the best tasting protein bar that I've found. Best tasting for people who love chocolate, okay? This is the closest thing that tastes like chocolate that I have found. And I know that I have to eat a lot of protein and no sugar, so this has 20 grams of protein, no sugar, and the only flavor I can tolerate is brownie crunch. I know you're gonna write right there in the comments, "Oh no, Ana, you need to try this one. It tastes like this. You need to try that one. It tastes like key lime pie." It doesn't. I've tried them all. We are only tolerating these flavors in the name of our health and looking good. Am I right? Leave your comments right there and don't forget to subscribe. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you struggle constantly with what to eat, what not to eat, kind of bargain with yourself? Even if you don't have a weight issue. And is this only women? Do men go through this too? Leave it in the comments and tell me how you deal with this. Do you reward yourself daily? Do you leave it for the weekend? I love snacking. I love sweets. So another compromise I have found is these mango passion fruit little bites that I buy at Whole Foods. Super expensive. And I lie to myself because they have 32 grams of carbohydrates. See, I'm already like, I shouldn't be eating this. But then if you have the real fruit that has too much sugar, seriously, we can't win. But I eat these because I'm assuming they're better than an Oreo cookie, which is really what I want. What an existence, honestly. How do we live this way? So, I don't have dessert during the week. And sometimes I have a glass of wine, but I also bargain with either having dessert or that glass of wine. I literally have found myself on a Tuesday or a Thursday saying, ooh, I could have that brownie or I could have that Twix, but Saturday we're going out to dinner to a restaurant that has a great key lime pie and I'm having a slice of key lime pie. All right, so is this normal? Is this good for us? Does this have to do with self-care? I don't know. And here's another trick I use. In order to avoid having dessert during the week, as soon as I have dinner, I brush my teeth. Yeah, my husband thinks I'm ridiculous, but I brush my teeth because I'm too lazy to rebrush them if I end up breaking my no dessert rule. It's not right. It's just not right. Here's the other killer and why I say this may be a gender thing. My husband, even when he's on a diet, he doesn't overthink it, right? Sometimes I see my husband just raiding the pantry, eating Fruit Loops by the handful, even though he just had dinner. And I'm like, you eat like a 14-year-old, but he can, because as soon as he decides he's gonna lose weight, he works out twice a week. He stops drinking Frappuccinos from Starbucks. He loses 10 pounds in a week. 10 pounds takes me 2 to 3 months. And then I live with little kids. And so there's constant temptation here, but I also don't want to teach them the wrong things about your relationships with food, especially my daughter. I don't want her to be thinking, oh my gosh, my mom's obsessed with the way she looks and have a negative relationship with food. So I do tell her that it's not good for your body to eat so much junk, if you will. But in my head, I know part of it is because I've been conditioned to think that I have to always be thin. I do have to say that I have a friend who is also on TV that says if he wasn't on TV, he'd eat anything he wants. You, who is not on TV, do you eat anything you want whenever you want? Or are you in this constant bargaining with your brain about food? It's hard, it's difficult. Let's talk about it. Leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think and subscribe.